statement from Coach Forbes and then go for questions.
Okay, congrats to Miami. We haven't played everybody in the league yet. We still have one more to play, Syracuse, the last game of the year, which makes absolutely no sense. Miami's the best offensive team that we've played this year. Tremendous offensive team. You know, Omer got him off to a great start by running the court. He made a three. Played with great energy. He got him off to a great start in the first half. You know, Isaiah Wong is one of the premier players in our league. I mean, he's hard guy to guard off the bounce, and then when he makes threes, he's almost impossible to defend. You know, Pack is a great addition to their team. He made a couple timely threes there late when we were making a run. You know, and I think that if you ask coaches in the league, I think Cameron Hilders for me and probably Jordan Miller would be two of the most improved players in the ACC this year. And so they've got a really good basketball team, great crowd, very energetic, and it was a fun building to play in. I thought we got off to a bad start in both halves. Even though we cut it to 3 at half, we were in good shape. We had a chance to tie it twice. In the first two possessions of the second half, we had wide open threes by guys that can really shoot the three. We missed them, you know, and then they got some momentum going. They got the lead up to double digits. We went to the triangle in 2 on Pack and Wong. I thought that helped us get back in the game. But turnovers were at the end of the day, that really hurt us, man. We had 22 turnovers. Well, we didn't have that many, but felt like it. We had 19. That's not typical for our team. We're a single-digit turnover team, and it's just really hard for us to win. When you go on the road and you score 87 points and make 15 threes, you should have a great chance to win, you know. But the turnovers, I think, at the end really hurt us. Yeah, you know, they're very handsy on defense. They hedge those ball screens hard, which you knew they would. And I think Ty just, you know, you have to fake one to make one, and sometimes you don't. They get their hands on it. I also think that he got a little sped up. You know, he's not a guy. He plays at his own pace a lot, but it's pretty hard charging. And I thought a couple times he probably got sped up. He tried to throw the lane line skip a little too much, and when the play was really behind him, and he's really good at reading ball screens, guys. I mean, he's unbelievable. And so that was a little uncharacteristic of him. Then we had some other guys that just, I mean, you can't have those atomic bomb kind of turnovers in a high-level game like that. And so combination of us probably being sped up and Miami having really active hands.
Coach, how big of a difference was it when Monsanto went out with 4 fouls during the second half?
Yeah, I mean, it hurt us. But, you know, I thought that you know, Bobby Clinton and, you know, Davian Williamson played pretty well. I mean, you know, obviously we'd like to have Damari in there, but that's part of it, man. And I'll have to go back and look. I thought he was just tossing his headband to me. I don't really understand what the technical is all about, but I mean, Bill Covington's a good ref, and I trust him. So, but I didn't see it. I was picking up the headband, and then when that happened, but you can't do that because it cost him a personal foul. Well, they can score from 5 spots. That's a good start, right? It's hard to take their ball from them. They all are pretty darn good ball handlers, and they can score it in a bunch of different ways. It's not just threes. I mean, they could get to the rim. Listen, we played drop coverage, and they made a lot of tough twos. And you know, we gave them – well, I didn't give them to them, but those are shots you got to make. A lot of teams can't make that shot, right? You got – make your decision how you guard those ball screens. And I'd rather do that than give up threes, okay? And, you know, if you go ice, which we used to do, then you got to pull in, and then they play across the midline, and you're closing out the shooters and, you know, packing those guys. That's like playing horse. And so it's like, okay, get them over in the drop. But the problem was, again, discipline-wise, when you do that, you have to go over the ball screen to get them down, to force them down into the 2-point shot. And I go back and look, I promise you 2 or 3 times we went under, they probably made a 3. Cannot do that. You got to have discipline defensively to go over every time. It's easy for me to say because I'm fat and old, okay, but those guys, they got to do it, man. And it's physical. It's tough. You know, Omer is a physical screener, and then he runs to the rim. So you got to box him out too. And so they put you in a lot of tough situations on offense or defense.
Where do you see your team these last couple of games remaining? You know, where it stands right now.
My team?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we still got a lot out in front of us. You know, I'm pretty good at blocking out the noise of the experts of all the tournament stuff. You just got to play them the next one in front of you. This was a hard loss today for us because it was a quad one opportunity for us on the road, and the only chances to get quad one wins in our league are on the road. Really, truthfully, it's hard to. We don't have anybody in the top 30, I don't think, right now, and so it's hard to get one at home. You know, NC State poses another big game for us, a rival, another quad one opportunity, I'm sure. You know, and then we got a couple more at home, and then we go to Syracuse. Still have a chance to have a really good year. Virginia Tech's a good example of that. They finished behind us last year and ran the table and won the tournament, went to the tournament. We're capable. We have a very good team, fellas. I mean, I like our team. I think we're good. You know, it's just that we just a little bit, you know. We've lost 3 games in a row at one point in the league by 2 points, you know. It's a fine line. That's where that play smart. You know, I tell them all the time, play hard, play smart, play together. I didn't make that up, trust me. But we can do the play hard, play together pretty darn well. But sometimes the play smart's not there. You know, and when you play in a high-level game like this, you have to. Now, you can't question their fight because Miami had a chance. They wanted to knock us out a couple times. And we went to the canvas and we spit it out and came back out and started swinging. And I respect that now about my team. They're tough. You know, just not quite enough to beat, I think, an elite team. Listen, last year I came in here New Year's Day, and we got beat. And I called a couple guys in the so-called experts in the media, and I said, hey, Miami's really good. They're really good. They got great guards. Oh, they lost to so-and-so in November. I said, man, stop. Teams get better and better and better, right? And they went to the Elite Eight. Now, they walk out there on the court, and you say, well, they don't look very big. It doesn't matter. They know how to play basketball. They got a really good team, and they got a lot of confidence. And I think they can once again make a deep run in the tournament. I wouldn't be surprised. They could win the league. I mean, I don't know how it's going. I'm just trying to win the next game, but I'm sure they're right there having a great chance to win the league.